Firewall. Firewall in a building is a barrier to prevent fire. Firewall is used to prevent unauthorized data flow from one area of the network to another. Firewall is designed to permit approved traffic to transit between two environments. The capabilities of a firewall can be accomplished with software, hardware, or both. Data coming into and out of the private network must pass through the firewall. Firewall examines and inspects each packet and blocks those that do not match specified security criteria. There are four basic types of firewalls: static packet filtering firewalls, application-level firewalls, stateful inspection firewalls, and circuit-level firewalls. Static packet filtering firewall is the earliest and the simplest of firewall designs. Operating at the OSI model's network layer, it inspects each packet. If a packet breaks the rules put in place, the packet is dropped. It works most quickly. A packet filtering firewall will mitigate the risk of a particular packet type. An application-level firewall operating at the higher OSI model application layer. Application-level firewall seeks application traffic. Deep inspection takes time. This firewall is the slowest. Stateful inspection firewall operates at the network and transport layers of the OSI model. Stateful inspection firewall state is based on how TCP operates and how TCP establishes a session through the three-way handshake. Circuit-level firewall operating at the session layer of the OSI model. Circuit-level firewall is to ensure the TCP handshaking is complete. Multi-homed firewalls having more than the default two interfaces providing the boundary. Bastion host. Screened host is a host computer positioned logically behind the services of a core network routing device that router separates the internal, private network from an untrusted network, which can be the Internet. Bastion host applications are DNS server, email server, FTP server, proxy server, VPN termination point, web server. DNS server is like a phone book for the network, translates from stored directory of domain names to the resolved IP address. Email server is like a virtual post office. For example, stores inbound email for local distribution and sends out emails externally over SMTP. FTP server allows for the transfer of files over the Internet using an established sender and recipient connection, usually password protected. Proxy server is a general application that acts as an intermediary between an endpoint device and another server. VPN termination point is an endpoint for a VPN to extend a private network across a public network. Web server processes requests via HTTP. For example, to transmit data across the World Wide Web. Three commonly recognized firewall deployment architectures: single-tier, two-tier, and three-tier. Single-tier firewall deployment places the private network behind a firewall then connected through a router to the Internet. Two-tier firewalls deployment places the private network is located between the two serial firewalls then connected through a router to the Internet. Three-tier firewalls deployment is the deployment of three firewalls between the private network and the Internet separated by firewalls. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and share our channel.